Okay, so for reassessment number 5, the magnetic field, I did problem number 9 on chapter 19 on the book. It says a uniform magnetic field points north. Its magnitude is 1.5 teslas. A proton with kinetic energy 8 times 10 raised to negative 13 power joules is moving vertically downward in the field. What is the magnetic force acting on it? So we have to find the push of the magnetic force acting on the proton. To do that, we use the magnetic field formula, the equation, which is F equals the charge times the velocity times the magnetic field. The charge and the mass is general, so we just look it up for the proton, so we know that's never gonna change. So we have to solve for what we know. We know both the charge and the magnetic field. We don't know the velocity. We have to solve for the velocity. And to find the velocity, we have to use the kinetic energy equation, which is Ke equals 1/2 times the mass times the velocity square. We just solve for velocity. We know all this: the mass, the kinetic energy, the charge and the magnetic field. So let's solve for velocity. Let me put the kinetic energy here. The magnetic field 1.5 Tesla and 8 times 10 to negative 13. So now we solve for V. V equals 2 times the kinetic field. Divided by the mass. Now we get B equals 2 times 8 times 10 to the negative 13 divided by the mass. So 7 times 10 to the negative 27. Yeah, this is a 27. Yeah. Now we gotta use the calculator. We have parentheses 2 times 8 times 10 raised to the negative 13 power divided by the mass, which is 1.67 times 10 raised to the negative 27th power. Yeah, that's our velocity. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So V equals 3.09 times 10 to the 7th power. Yeah, that's our velocity. So now we just plug in the velocity. Plug it in here. We know the charge and we know the B, the Teslas, the magnetic field. So F equals the charge 1.6 times 10 to the negative 19 coulombs. Yeah. And the velocity times 1.5. Yeah. So now I do 1.6 times 10 raised to negative 19. I just want to drag this down. Times 1.5. Then we get 7.43 raised to the negative 12. So alright, answer for F is 7.43. 12. Negative 12. Or 7.43 times 10 to negative 12. That's the push of the force acting on the proton.